Welcome back to Southeastern High School. It is finale of night one time here at Southeastern High School. Lady Sons Classic, and I've got Kyle Rigg alongside. He's the baseball coach and AD, and you're just a kind of a master of, or what is that? Jack of all trades, master of none kind.
Yep, I just do what they tell me to do, and I try to do it the best I can.
So as the AD at Southeastern, you have to like volleyball, right?
Oh, absolutely. You have to. No question. I mean, Tim Kerr's been pumping this program out for a long time, doing a good job. He gets our girls ready. It's fun to watch, too. They're exciting. He may not have he's got a lot of talent on the floor, and some years he doesn't, but he gets the best out of every single girl, no matter what they are. So really happy for him and what he's accomplished. Just a great guy.
He's as good of a dude as you're going to find too, isn't he?
Oh, he is, absolutely. Yep.
Well, you guys are pretty stacked with guys like that. I mean, you're not too bad yourself, but
well,
you got Coach Fox, as I know him, as your super. I mean, you're not going to find a better guy as a person that is in education than Mr. Fox.
Oh, no,
from the time he became coach, teacher, principal on up.
Yeah. And he's been to Southeastern his whole career, too, and he means a lot to this school and what he's brought to it. I mean, he obviously brings a lot of passion and a lot of energy from a superintendent standpoint, that a lot of superintendents you don't see being actively involved is like he is, He's at all the games. He's at walking the halls. He's out and about, so.
And he cares. I mean, he isn't just a facade, right?
No.
He cares. I mean, he legitimately cares about his students and about the school, and you could see that during the COVID stuff for sure.
Yes.
Now let's talk a little bit about baseball, though.
Yeah.
Junior high baseball program's going on right now.
Yeah.
How's junior high baseball going?
Going pretty good. We are record-wise we're 4-7, but we have a lot of younger guys on our squad right now. But really happy with that group. I mean, junior high baseball, to me, it's about teaching the game a lot. And we got a lot of learning to do, like most teams do. But I'm pretty happy with how they're doing. We have 3 8th graders that play, and we have 2 7th graders that play quite a bit, and then the rest are 5th and 6th graders. So they've came a long way since our first practice, so I've been really happy with their progress. We still got a long way to go, but, I mean, the wins and losses at this level aren't really as important right now. It's more about teaching the game.
I coached baseball at Bushnell with Coach Arnold, and that's what I always said. I had some parents that get on me because we didn't try to win enough. They didn't think.
Yeah.
And I always said that it didn't really matter what I did, right?
Yeah.
As long as my kids got substantially better.
Yep.
If they could start winning at the varsity level, that's what I was there for, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, we want to try to win and be competitive, but we're not going to do it at the expense of not teaching the game the right way. I think that's one of the most important things.
And leaving kids behind.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a kid that couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a baseball his freshman year, and he ended up pitching for us his senior year.
Exactly. You never know what kids are going to develop later in life when they start to get the strength and develop the.
And it's want to.
Yeah, that too.
They just have to. If you got a kid that wants to do something and they're willing to work, if you got 5th and 6th graders, they obviously want to, right?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, so
they want to be there.
It's always fun to watch baseball, but you've got a big basketball season coming, a big junior high volleyball season coming.
Yep.
You guys, like, abnormally busy. They talk about NBA teams when they make the playoffs or go to the finals year after year after year, the players get tired.
Right.
You guys as coaches and teachers here do that same kind of thing, and the players do that because every postseason it seems like you're going deep into the postseason, and you're always – well, you guys must have had 75 student assemblies last year.
We had quite a few. And there's nothing wrong with that. This last year by far was the most successful sports seasons that we've had at Southeastern since I've been here, hands down. And we've had some good ones, but last year was by far our best. And that doesn't get old either. That's something we want to see every year. But we're just like any other small school in our area. I mean, we have our ups and downs too. And we just happen to have a nice up last year for us. So.
Well, the team's getting ready to come out.
Yeah.
I know some of these West Central girls by name and watching them play. Lauren Winters, number 25, is a good volleyball player.
Yes.
You know, West Central's traveling quite a ways, probably the farthest traveling team or close to it to be in this tournament.
Yep.
But they're not going to be a slouch for anybody here either,
No,
are they?
not at all. We were excited to get them in here. It was their first year in this tournament with us. Last year we had Macomb's JV team here, and South Fulton was in it the year before. And we're excited to get them in here. It's a team we don't play on the regular season, so somebody to give us a different look, you know, and that's always good.
So for Southeastern starting, Abigail Schaefer, of course, Amanda Stevens. Number 5 is Savannah Ramsey. Number 11 is Abby McMillan. You'll hear that name a lot. Number 6 is Kinsey Griswold, and number 4 is Abigail Schaefer, if I didn't say her.
Yep.
And number 2 is Summer Ramsey.
Yep. And
we are underway here from Southeastern, and the attack coming from let's see what number that is, 21. Number 21, Liberty Miller gets the kill. And that's the first point of the contest. And it goes to the Heat. Back serving is, and those numbers on the front are so small. Bailey Ryan. Who was that?
that was Amanda Stevens.
Amanda Stevens on the kill.
Abigail Schaefer with the set there.
Trying to read those little numbers over there is hard for me to do.
Yes.
Abby McMillan back to serve. Is that who that is?
It is.
It is.
Yep.
And it's going to be a free ball coming across from Haynes. Set goes middle to Amanda Stevens, and you know you hit the ball hard when the player just turns out of the way and doesn't even try to get in the way, right?
Yes, they're definitely going to have to obviously attack us a lot. If they give us a couple free balls, it's going to be hard to get a hit from Amanda Stevens back up.
If you give her a good set, you allow them to have something that's settable, it's going to be a long night. And there's Abby McMillan getting her second point, and it's an ace the second time around, and it's 3-1. The thing is I think the difference between these two teams is going to be passing.
Absolutely. It's a lot about fundamentals. I mean, that's what Coach Kerr does a great job with.
Haynes is going to tip it. It's dug by Schaefer, and the attack over in the corner by Kinsey Griswold. She'll get the kill, and it's another point. Third service point for Abby McMillan. Abby McMillan coming back to serve again, and she's probably the second best middle in the area, and she's only the second best on her team.
Yeah. She's going to be underlooked a little bit, but she is a very solid player. Her serve is very tough. Has a lot of movement on it, places it well.
The cool thing about sitting down here at the end is you get to see that movement, especially when they serve from in front of you.
Yes.
Summer Ramsey with the dig. Pass from Schaefer. The set from Schaefer was intended for Griswold, but it's a little bit of a setting error there, I think. And it's going to be a side out going back to serve. And a kill by Amanda Stevens. I believe that was 21. Liberty Miller serving. Is that right?
It was 32 was the one.
Was it 32?
32.
Shelby Bowman. I cannot read those numbers. I must be blind or something. Back to serve. I can read these. It's Kinsey Griswold.
Yep.
She's a lot closer to me.
Yep.
Ooh, good job of getting there. Winters is going to send it across. Set middle to Stevens, and she's going to come back across and out. 5 or 6'3", excuse me.
Kinsey Griswold, just a freshman, starting for the varsity team this year, so that's nice to see her out on the floor.
And playing pretty well already.
Yep.
Going back to serve is going to be Harley Haynes for the Heat. The single numbers I can read pretty well, but the other ones, for some reason, I had a hard time. Haynes serve. Stevens. Stevens through the block and into the face of Haynes, and Stevens is going to get her fourth kill. Intimidation is a thing, isn't it?
It sure is. Yeah.
Schaefer back to serve now. Abigail Schaefer. Her first service attempt. Short. Pulled up. Going to be pushed across by Ryan. Schaefer bump set over to Summer Ramsey. We come back row to Haynes. Griswold's there. Out to Summer Ramsey again. Down the line and a kill for Summer Ramsey.
Good set by Abigail Schaefer.
Schaefer's not too bad either, is she?
She's not. Very solid.
Gets her first service point.
You're going to see her and Amanda Stevens doing a lot of setting for the Suns. They both do a really nice job. They've been working really hard on being clean with their sets. That's going to be an emphasis this year, I think, a lot.
Ball from way outside, tried to bring it in, and it hits the foul pole. It's another point for Schaefer. It's 9-3. Jump serve, falls in short. Doug pushed across. Ramsey's there. Schaefer to Stevens, and she's going to hit a hitting error into the nets, and it's going to be a side out. 9-4. Going back to serve is going to be number 21. Finally, Liberty Miller. It is 21 this time.
It is 21.
It is 21 this time. I'll get it right. I apologize, folks. Been one of those kind of nights, though. Miller serve. Summer Ramsey's there. Schaefer's going to set far side. It's going to come back across. That was Ramsey over there. Now Summer Ramsey's going to send a free ball across. Liberty Miller is there. That's going to be pushed across by Ryan. Now Stevens on the attack and in for the kill. The thing that you see about Stevens, it's unofficially 5 kills already. She's going to come back to serve now. The thing you see about her is she does so many of these kids a single hand toss jump serve. So many of these kids you see have to have a good set or perfect set, right?
Yeah.
And Stevens can make some stuff work. And there's Summer Ramsey getting a kill. She can make some stuff work with not so good sets even too, can't she?
She really can. She does a good job of making adjustments on the fly. I think she reads the defense really well too on the floor. Places the ball well.
She still needs 4 more service points to match her kills total so far. And that didn't get it. I jinxed her. 11-5. The score. Going back to serve is going to be Bailey Ryan. Not a whole lot of substitutions going on in this game, though.
No.
Ryan serve. Out. Service error. Going to bring Summer Ramsey back to serve now. Summer's got 2 kills. And a let serve is Doug, pushed across, then back across by Savannah Ramsey. It's going to come across. Schaefer bump set to Savannah Ramsey. She's going to tip it. What a tip, but the good defensive coverage. Now Haynes is going to send it across. Stevens is there. Summer Ramsey bumps it. It's going to be Griswold bumping it across now. Back set goes to Ryan. No, that's not Ryan. It's number 6 over there, Ferguson. Now Griswold's going to type it. It's blocked. Schaefer's there. And Abby McMillan gets the kill / block. I'm going to call it a kill, but it could have been either thing, I think.
Yep. I think that's probably one of the most underrated parts of her game is she's great on the net with blocks. She came up with some big ones for us last year during the state tournament.
Summer Ramsey back to serve again. Let serve again. That's 2 in a row, right about the same exact spot. And that was a pass that Winters couldn't do anything with. Ramsey's going to get her second point. It's 14-5 and a timeout on the floor charged to West Central. And I would imagine at this point you have to, when they're running away like that, you got to stop the bleeding, but you don't want to stop the bleeding or try to too fast, right?
I know. You only got too many of your timeouts, but at the same time, when you're on a roll like that, you got to give them a little bit of chance to cool off.
So let's go back to baseball since we got about 30 seconds or so here. What's it look like for your high school season?
We got a lot of guys coming back. We're going to miss Kyle O'Neill and Ramsey Fry a lot, obviously, the 2 seniors that we graduated. But we got a lot of guys coming back. Excited for some of the younger guys that we had that got some experience on the varsity level last year. Baseball's a funny sport, too, so we'll see how things go.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think. I mean, volleyball's kind of the same way in that it's not timed, right? But baseball's even more different because it doesn't matter how many runs you score in an inning, right?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You can still score that many more the next, you know. So
and the other team can too, and you got to make sure you get outs.
And there was Lauren Winters on the attack, and it goes out of bounds. Another point for Summer Ramsey, her 3rd. unofficially. 15-5. Set going to come outside to. That was a block down there by.
Looked by Savannah Ramsey, I believe. Maybe a little bit of assist from Abby McMillan too.
Give them both one. How about that?
Go.
I gave Abby a kill on the other one. It was
There you
probably
go.
a block too,
That's all
but
right.
the bump set. We pushed across by Bowman. Stevens to McMillan, and Haynes somehow got down to it. And that was a quick set, too. And it came from about 15 feet away or 10 feet away at least, but it never got but about a foot over the net.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't know how good Amanda Stevens' hands are as far as a setter goes, but she really can put the ball where she needs to.
Ooh, that sounded like it hurt.
Yeah. But credit to West Central on that kill. They got that ball back up, playing scrappy.
Summer Ramsey back to serve again. That one goes deep and out of play. 6 straight points unofficially right there for Summer Ramsey.
Got on a good roll.
Back to serve for the Heat, number 25, Lauren Winters. Hey, live chat is open, folks. Get in there. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Griswold on the attack. It's Doug. Griswold gets it right back on the overpass. Back set to Savannah Ramsey, and she's going to abuse the block and knock it out of bounds. Savannah Ramsey gets her second kill, and it's a side out back to the Suns as the aforementioned Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve now. 19-6 the score. Middle, they fight over it a little bit, and it's going to end up being a point. Savannah Ramsey gets her first service point. Subs coming in now.
Yep, number 12, Riley Van Fleet.
Is she a freshman too?
She used to be a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Well,
I just remember
actually,
the
might
name.
be a junior.
Is it a junior? I remember her name. There's a big hit by Haynes. A great dig by Summer Ramsey. Now Amanda Stevens from the back row is dug. It's going to be a free ball coming across by Haynes. Stevens is there. Schaefer sets far side to Griswold. Oh, no, that's not Griswold. It's Van Fleet. And Van Fleet's going to get the kill. Yeah, just throw anybody in there, right?
That's right. Gives them a little bit of experience. So
Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve again. That's her second service point. 21-6. Suns with the lead. As I was saying, live chat's open. Get in there. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. That's either Southeastern or West Central, excuse me. And then Van Fleet's going to get another one.
good placement there. Found a hole in the middle of the defense. And we got Zoe Griswold coming in, number 3.
She's going to come in for Savannah. And so Zoe Griswold's going to go back to serve now. Service into the net. The music's playing, and it's not supposed to be. So somebody back to serve now. Is that 6?
Looks like number 6.
Bailey Ferguson back there. Summer Ramsey. Schaefer. Back row attack coming from Amanda Stevens, and she drives it into the net. Bailey Ferguson gets, unofficially, that's the first service point of the game for West Central. That's pretty good serve receive right there.
It is. That's probably one of our strengths, I would say, too. They do a good job.
Summer Ramsey. Schaefer. Back set to McMillan. Net, and that probably should have been 4 hits. And McMillan thought it was. That's why she kind of just half-heartedly hit it across there.
Yep.
Zoe Griswold whiffs on the attempt at the dig, and it's Shelby Bowman getting the kill. Bailey Ferguson gets her second point. 22-9 now. Deep. Stevens, Schaefer, McMillan. And Schaefer got under it with her foot, under the net with her foot. Sometimes when you get different people in and you kind of relax a little, you lose your focus, right?
Yes, you do.
Stevens from the back row attack. Haynes, Stevens, Schaefer, McMillan. dig over there by Winters. Stevens again. Schaefer to McMillan, and it's going to go out of bounds. The fact that McMillan was even able to hit that is pretty amazing because it was behind her and to her, behind her to her left, and she hit it with her right hand. I'm not quite sure how she did it, but she got it over the net anyway.
It's amazing what they can do sometimes, kind of freelancing.
And McMillan's going to stop the bleeding there for the Suns, and she'll come back to serve now. She served 4 straight points earlier in her first service. We'll see what she does here. She only needs 2 this time. And the free ball's coming across from Haynes. Summer Ramsey's going to be there. Schaefer going to set on a slide to Stevens, and it's a kill for Amanda Stevens. Unofficially 6 kills now for her in this first set. 24-11, set point for the Suns.
Well executed by the Suns there. Good pass, good set.
McMillan's serve. Stevens with the dig. Schaefer's going to push it across. It's Doug. Winters is there. Gracie Winters is there. Now it's going to be middle to Stevens, and she's going to get the kill to end set number 1. 25-11 in set number 1. The Southeastern Suns down West Central. We'll take a break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and we'll be back with set number 2 from the Lady Suns Classic in just a couple minutes.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. 25-11, the Southeastern Suns get to win in set number 1. They're coming out in set number 2, and Abby McMillan is going to start things off at the service line in this set for the Suns. And are you getting harassed?
A little bit. Getting some text from the Peanut Gallery over here on the Sun side. So,
well, we could start making fun of him, and it'd be recorded forever if we wanted to do it.
Yes, we could.
So it depends on how nice we want to be. I have a tendency to not be very nice sometimes.
That's okay.
I mean, you know, just what it is. McMillan serve, Savannah Ramsey, Schaefer to Stevens, and you talked about seeing the floor. Steven gets her 8th kill. McMillan gets her 6th point, but she saw the floor there, and it was unbelievably well that she did.
Yeah, she did. There was a huge opening on that side of the floor, and she read it well and still hit it hard. 1-0
here in set number 2. Back set to Ryan, who hits it in the net. service error, or a hitting error, excuse me. McMillan gets her 7th point. Far right, Haynes goes down to get it. She might have twisted an ankle. She's looked a little ginger there on her right ankle for a second. And there is Griswold again on the kill. That's her 2nd. 3rd point to open the set for McMillan. She serves from the same spot. Just says, I'm going to serve it from the same spot. I'm going to hit it somewhere different and see if somebody else can. Of course, that one was into the net. So.
Well, that was her first miss of the night, but
yeah, you'll have that occasionally.
You do.
Not even you're perfect.
No.
Bailey Ferguson coming in to serve now for the Heat. They trail 3-1 here in set number 2. Summer Ramsey, Schaefer across to Stevens and just drives it off of Haynes. It went off the backboard. That puts it out of bounds. Stevens gets another kill. Number 9. And Griswold coming back to serve now. Griswold, a freshman, right? She's
That's
one of the girls that took part in the 8th grade tournament. Finished 4th last year. Stevens. Schaefer's going to tip it across and just drive it home. I don't need you, Amanda Stevens. I'll just do it myself this time.
Yep. Abigail did a good job reading the defense there, too. They had a hole in the middle there on the second pass, and she took advantage of it. Yeah, Kinsey was a big part of the 8th grade team last year. They got 4th. And she's very athletic, good passer, brings a lot to the Suns. Summer
Ramsey cross court. Haynes is there to dig it. That's a carry, isn't it?
Sometimes it's really hard to tell, I think. And you got to be careful because last year we made a nice run and went to the super sectional state tournament, and we got called for a lot of 2 hits.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things Tim Kerr's trying to clean up this year, is trying to get us to be a little bit cleaner on our sets and our passes. So
Griswold's serve goes in a net. Serving for the Heat, going to be number 32, Shelby Bowman. She'll come all the way to the offensive left, defensive right, and serve down the line. McMillan's there. Schaefer bump set to Stevens, and she's going to tip it, and somebody's in the net. It was number 16, Ebert, Piper Ebert in the net.
Yep.
She's looking at the referee saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to give Stevens a kill on that, even though she would have had one anyway, I think. But Schaefer back to serve now. Back row attack from Ferguson, and it's going to be a kill.
Nice attack.
Bailey Ferguson gets her first kill. And a side out for the Heat, who have yet to serve a point here in this game. They only served 4, all from the same service in the first set. Coming in to serve now, number 3 is going to be Gracie Winters. At least I think it's Gracie Winters. She had a.
That is right.
Yep. She had a libero jersey on the last game?
She might have.
There's a block by Winters.
They definitely had a libero, and I don't see one on the floor now or on the bench.
Tipped across by Miller. Now out to Summer Ramsey. Off the net. Doug. Miller's going to set near side to Haynes. She's going to tip it. Schaefer's there. Stevens across to Summer Ramsey, and it's going to be deep and out. Good little rally there, though. Havens gets the first, or Winters, excuse me, gets the first point of the offensive point, I should say, of the second set for the Heat. McMillan, Schaefer back set to Stevens, and she comes cross court and gets the kill.
Always nice to have Amanda Stevens there to stop a little rally, get yourself back going in the right direction.
Amanda Stevens is going to come back to serve now. She's only got 1 service point. She's slacking. See what she can do here. She just got another one.
Yeah, she did.
When, it's fun to watch. Sometimes you have a kid who's a great back row player or a great server or great offensively at the net. And that one went long. But what I was going to say is it's really awesome to see that kid that can do everything, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. That's
and do that
on the volleyball floor.
Everything at top level.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what she's doing. Miller back to serve. It's deep and out of play. She was trying to throw that to you.
Yeah, almost got it.
I've saved my computer like 4 times tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Summer Ramsey to serve now. I got cat-like reflexes for an old guy.
That's good because you got some nice equipment going on up here.
It's an ace for Summer Ramsey. 7th point, first ace, 2 kills on the night for the young lady from Southeastern. 11-5 is the score. I guess I ought to put that on the scoreboard. She's going to serve it into the net. You know what? I'm just going to say this, and I know that Southeastern doesn't hit in the net very often, but being a front row player like Abby McMillan, to just standing there with their back to the net, taking for granted that they're not going to hit you in the back of the head, takes a lot of guts. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of trust there from
yes, there
her
is.
Teammates.
Look at that.
Nice dig.
And it's out. Yep.
That's part of Southeastern's MO. They just keep the ball alive and force you to make mistakes.
Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve now. Off of Winters of the Gracie variety. That's going to be out of bounds. Passing error. Savannah Ramsey is going to get her 4th service point.
You got so many of these Southeastern servers that use that knuckle when they serve. It's awful tough to judge that and get a good clean pass out of those.
Well, that's what I was going to say earlier is sitting here, like on the side, you know, it moves a little bit. At the here, I almost wish I had a camera because you can see the ball. It just floats. It's not spinning.
No.
It's just floating.
Yes.
And it moves at the last second.
Yep, it does. And you really have to focus when you're trying to get those balls up.
McMillan drives one home. That's only her 2nd kill, but, man, that one looked really good.
Yep. It's kind of like looking a ball under your glove in baseball and softball. You have to look it in. If you don't look it down to your arms, you're not going to get a clean bump.
Yeah, that's kind of like catching a knuckleball, right?
Yeah, yes.
Miller bumps set to Haynes. He pushes it across. McMillan's there. Savannah Ramsey. Summer Ramsey's going to send the free ball across. Haynes. Miller back set to Ryan. And then Schaefer's just going to push it across for the kill.
Nice tip set. Found the middle, found an opening.
(15-7). Griswold and McMillan didn't know who was going to take it. Griswold ended up sending over a free ball. Haynes is going to attack, and it's going to be blocked by Amanda Stevens, her first block of the night. And it's 16-7.
Amanda did a good job there getting her hand out. Wasn't in line with the kill, but she got her hand there.
McMillan deep serve. Miller. And I think that was supposed to be for Haynes, and Haynes didn't go after it. Point number 11 unofficially for McMillan. It's 17-7. Ryan, that was on the line, gets the kill for Bailey Ryan, her 2nd. Subs coming in, Ferguson. So Bailey Ryan replaced by Bailey Ferguson.
I believe did West Central play in the Macomb tournament last weekend too, as well? Do you know?
I do not know. They might have those. Stevens gets another kill, her 12th.
They've been getting a lot of volleyball in these first 2 weeks, if that's the case.
Yes, it is. Kinsey Griswold back to serve now, checking in Destiny Allred for the Suns.
Yep, Destiny, a senior, was part of the 2nd place team we had last year as well.
Haynes pushes it across. Griswold, Schaefer to Stevens to number 13. And Griswold coming back to serve again. Zoe Griswold going to replace Kinsey Griswold. Nice serve. Haynes is there. Miller comes out on the attack. It's blocked by Schaefer. Zoe Griswold gets the service point. 20-8. To Did she actually touch that?
I think she did, yep.
We'll call it a kill then.
Yep. It was Amanda
14.
Stevens.
It was Amanda Stevens. I couldn't tell if she actually had to touch it. I knew she moved her hands, but I couldn't tell if she touched it. Zoe Griswold got another service point there, and that's a hitting error. Give her her third service point.
That's what happens sometimes when you get the block game going, and teams try to hit over the block, and then they hit it out of bounds.
Van Fleet's going to come in for Stevens. Well, she's not going to get 15.
Nope.
Unless some miraculous comeback happens or something. An ace for Zoe Griswold. Give her 4 straight points. 23-8.
Zoe's a junior. She did not play volleyball last year, decided to come out this year for us, so nice to see her back on the floor.
Passing error. And it's game, set, match right here. Set, match point. Zoe Griswold not wasting any time. She just comes right up there and serves that puppy right over. And the attack. Alderud is there. Schaefer. Summer Ramsey. And Summer Ramsey is going to get the kill to end this. It's her third. And 25-8 in set number 2. As the Suns open the Lady Suns Classic in impressive fashion.
Yep. They look pretty good tonight.
25-11, 25-8 over the West Central Heat. We'll take a break. See if we can't get Coach Kerr over here to talk to us in a few minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School. I want to tell you the game was brought to you by the Water and Hole in downtown Augusta. They say good luck, Suns, in this week's Lady Suns Classic. Stop in for a cold drink during the week and check out the action on the TVs at the Watering Hole. They open all afternoon and evening. It's the place to be on game nights here in Augusta. So Keith Yex is getting some words from Coach Kerr, and we're going to get some words from him as well. We'll take another break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with Coach Kerr in just a couple minutes.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School Lady Sons Classic. Night number 1 is in the books, 25-11, 25-8, and we have alongside now the one and only head coach of the Southeastern Sons, Tim Kerr. Coach Kerr, it can't get much more dominating than that.
No, that was nice. You know, we came out last Tuesday in our opener against Pittsfield, and we had a little nerves going on, and ended up playing well enough, but tonight was a different story. You know, we had another gear out there, and I think just the excitement of you know, our home floor and our home fans, and being able to you know, not have that rust from you know, kind of the anxiety of a first game really was a difference. I thought we just did almost everything really well. You know, really, I thought we served the ball awful tough, and then I remember we missed 5 serves in the second set, so I should take that back. But no, overall, I thought we served the ball aggressively and kind of forced them to play defense, and then therefore we were able to play a lot of offense, and that's good for us. It's good for anybody, but it's really good for us if we can play a lot of offense.
So I'm going to put two games together here. You guys played some subs at the end of set 1, and then you played more subs at the end of set 2. Brown County did that to some extent in the second set against Liberty, and then had struggles, right? They got out to that big lead and then kind of relaxed a little bit. You guys got out to a lead, you didn't relax, and then you put subs in, you still didn't relax. So that has to be good at this point in the season. That has to make you feel good.
It does. You know, I feel bad for some of our kids on the bench because you know, our top 6 are just such quality that you know, they may not get as much time as they would have if they're somewhere else, you know. And so it's nice to see them get in and contribute positively. I was glad to see Zoe get in there in the second one, and she kind of missed a serve and kind of whiffed on a ball in the first set. So put her in the second time and just relax. You know, she's a good player too. So, yeah, it was nice to see them, you know, go ahead and contribute. And they're very, very, very much, you know, part of the team. And it's nice that we're able to get them in and just kind of show everybody what they can do as well. You know, because you know, practice-wise, you know, they are very, very important to what we've done so far and what we're going to do throughout the season. You know, you're not going to be able to get much better if you just compete against an empty net on the other side. You know, those kids are going to be playing. You know, those kids are competing against Amanda and Summer and those guys, you know, night after night, and so they're getting better too. You know, 2 sophomores on the bench that didn't come in are defensive players, and you know, they just sit back every practice and just dig balls. So you know, they're getting better themselves, and I look forward to seeing what they can you know, contribute to us as well, either at the varsity level or just having a really solid JV season as well.
So here's something I want to ask you about. This, you guys made West Central look like not a very good volleyball team. I don't think they're not as bad as this score would indicate. Yeah. They've got some talent. Yeah. The thing I noticed is when Stevens was up there, she carries an air of intimidation about her, it seems. They seem to like dive out of the way almost a few times. Yeah. Maybe this time of the year that happens. Later in the year that probably won't happen, right? Right.
You know, I'll tell you what, she's amazing, you know, and it's easy to talk about her all night long, and sometimes we shy away from it just because it's Amanda again, Amanda this, Amanda that, but my gosh, she's so good. And, you know, I've been on the other side of the net when she's hit it, and you want to take cover. I'm telling you, that she hits the ball so hard, and yet at the same time,
she places it so well.
She does, and here's a cool little insight into our team. You know, she had, I'm looking at your stats, you have her for 14 kills in the first set alone, and you know, she finished the set off with the kill, and the first thing she did was come over to me, and the very first thing she said to me was, I need to cut the ball harder left and right, don't I? I'm like, yeah, maybe you do. You kind of struggled that set. So, but that's the kind of kid she is, and we went and watched Taylor play at Western against Quincy University, and they're a couple weeks ago in their their opener or whatever.
Exhibition or
yeah,
whatever.
right. And we talked about I looked over at Amanda and said, "Do you think you can play on this team?" She goes, I hit it harder than them, but I don't touch as high. I need to learn I need to jump higher, but right now my knees kind of bother me, so I can't work on my vertical too much. But that's the kind of kid, she comes out and has a dominating night and season as a freshman last year, and she's only looking to get better and only looking at how she can improve, and that's just really that's really a tribute to her.
That's how you know a kid's going to be good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, when no matter how good they are, they want to keep getting better.
For sure.
And but let's talk about Abby McMillan.
Yeah.
I don't know how many points I had her for.
Yep.
I had her for 11 service points.
Yep. So we have her as our first server, and that's by design. It's not only because that puts Amanda in the front row. It's also because Abby's for 6 years, Abby's been our best server. Going all the way back into junior high, just serves the ball just a nice low flat floater that people have trouble with, and we're able to get off to a good start because she usually serves the ball extremely well early on and kind of puts them back on their heels and just kind of sets the tone for us. So really good job.
She had one of those service errors that you talked about.
Did.
So that doesn't happen for her very often at all.
No, it doesn't. She serves a really high percentage and aggressively. So it's a good. I love our serving order right now because we start out with her, and then Kenzie's a really good server as well, then Abigail. So we really and I think tonight. And we're gonna miss some serves because we serve aggressively, but we can't miss 5 or 6 in one set. But tonight we got away with it pretty easily. But it's one of those things where if we can keep the ball in play and get the ball in play consistently, then I like our chances.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4 players on your team with 4 or more service points. They only had 2 players with service points, and one of them had 4 all in a row in set 1.
Yeah.
So you guys, obviously your serve receive tonight was pretty good too.
Yeah, it's really a good combination because you have, I look out on the floor and, you see some size, obviously, and it's Amanda being, just big and strong. And you see Abby at 5'8" or whatever she is, and she's a good-sized player. And then after that, Kenzie's a good-sized player as a freshman, but, we're kind of – Savannah's small, Summer's small, Abigail's a dink. So we have a good mix, and this isn't a situation where, you play your small players in the back row and you play your big players in the front row. We have 6, and, you followed us last year. We don't have the luxury of having 5 or 6 6-footers like some bigger schools do. And even in the tournament, I'd say we're probably in the bottom half as far as size goes with starting lineups. You looked tonight and you saw a bunch of Central's big and
Brown County's huge.
Brown County's huge, and even I said Central. A lot of them are just good sized kids, and
Unity's got some players, some big players too.
Yes, correct. So but going back to serve receive, that's something we obviously spend a lot of time on, and as everybody does, but having the experience with Summer and Abby, and then also with Amanda, she's played a lot of volleyball in her life too already. So having those 3 as primary passers is a good situation for us, and of course. Abigail, as a setter, does a really good job with her quickness, getting the ball where it needs to be. And I don't know if you noticed, Don, but Amanda sets 2 rotations for us too. So that's
Kyle was up here with me, so we were talking about that.
Yeah, so she's always been a great setter. It's just
she's too good at other stuff to use her.
Right, exactly. She's probably a Division II, Division I setter already almost. So. I don't know what she'll end up doing, but it's going to
probably
be
whatever she wants.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, Coach, we got a long week ahead of us.
We do.
I appreciate you letting us come and be here, and I guess we'll see you tomorrow night.
Sounds great. I really appreciate you guys coming and doing all of our games. It's really good. We try to do a live stream when you're not around, and it just doesn't look nearly as good. So I make sure that. Our people know about you and that play-by-play and everything. So I'll go back and watch some game tape and listen to the commentary. Can't wait to see hear what Coach Rigg had to say.
You know what? He actually sounded like he knows volleyball.
Really good.
Yeah, for a baseball guy.
Yeah, exactly.
For a baseball guy, he could talk a little volleyball.
That's good. That's
as he walks through the gym.
We pick each other's brains quite a bit, so I can talk baseball and he can talk volleyball pretty well. So.
There you go. All right, Coach. Thanks for talking to us. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Thank you.
As head coach Tim Kerr talking to us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. That'll do it from tonight. The 5 winners for tonight were, let me go back and make sure I get this right because, it's been a long night. Central. Oh, well, you got all the stuff right here. I didn't write down the scores, though. 25-14, 25-16, Central over Beardstown. 25-23, 25-14, Unity over Payson. 25-19, 23-25, 15-12, Brown County over Liberty. 25-16, 25-20, West Hancock over Rushville. And 25-11, 25-8, Southeastern over West Central. So that'll wrap it up from Southeastern High School tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. First game, 4 o'clock. 5 more on tap tomorrow. We'll see you here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.